So the Chayza tells him, you are going to lose all of your money.
What?
Yeah, you lose all your money. And he started to cry because he said, there's going to be a Chil Hashem that me, Rebunim, who's a Yid, and a Frum Yid is not going to be able to pay. It's going to be a Chil Hashem. If Hashem already sending me Parnasa, I don't want to be an employee. I want to be a partner. Okay, good luck, everybody.
It's
Yom Tov, good Tvach, good Yar. Guys, we just came out of Yom Kippur. We are 100% sure we're going to have a beautiful, amazing year.
Yeah.
And
Good food.
here's a story of Mitzvah Yom Kippur by the Chayze of Lublin. So the Chayze, after Yom Kippur, many people would come into him to ask them how their chasima was. What was their fate that was sealed for them that Yom Kippur? And he would actually answer some of them.
No way.
Yeah, because he was the Chayze, the seer, right? That's why he was called that, because he had such a strong Ruach HaKodesh.
I thought he just had good eyesight.
That too, I'm sure. So, now, Rebunim, who in time became the Rebbe Rebunim of Pshischa, who was a businessman then, and he asks the Chayze, what was my sealed fate this year? So the Chayze tells him, you are going to lose all of your money.
What?
Yeah, you lose all your money. And that year, that's what happens. He goes home, and all of his family was sick, and he had to spend all of his money on hospital bills and doctors and medicine.
Loloyan.
Yeah, Loloyan, and he mamish had no money. So he told himself, what are you going to do? Rebunim decides he's going to go to Varsha, because maybe over there he'll be able to find maybe he'll have some mazel, change of mazel, mishana mazel, whatever, maybe he'll find something there. And because he was so used to being rich, because he was a businessman, he went to a fancy hotel that he always would frequent. That was obviously a kosher hotel. And he lived there like he did before, because it says in the story, he was a mefunak. He was pampered. He was used to pampering himself because he was very well to do. And he was there for a few weeks, and he realized he's not going to have any money. He didn't find anything, and he started to cry because he said, "There's going to be a Chil Hashem that me, Rebunim, who's a Yid and a Frum Yid, is not going to be able to pay. It's going to be a big Chil Hashem. I can't pay back what I'm consuming." And then, just then, as he's crying, the guy comes in and says, "Tell me, my good sir, do you want to have duck or do you want a different dish?" And he starts, and he starts to cry even more. Like, this guy's asking if he wants like choice, fancy gourmet food, and he doesn't have what to pay.
Exotic birds.
So then, of course, when someone as great as Rabbunim is crying, so obviously Hashem sends the Yeshua. And what happened? He got a letter from a woman whose name was Tamaril of Varsha. She lived there. Now, Tamaril of Varsha was known back then as one of the richest Jews of the time. Richest Jewesses of the time. Very influential, very rich. And she was a very affluent businesswoman. So she sent him an offer that he should work for her, be an employee selling something, a low grade position, right? So now, Rabbunim, listen to this. Listen to Yiddish.
Okay, I promise we're listening.
Listen to Yiddish cup. He says, if Hashem already sending me Parnasa, it means that there's no longer a Gzera, and the tzinoris, the channels of Parnasa are open to me again. I don't want to be an employee. I want to be a partner. And he says. So the guy went back with the message, and Tamaril was so upset with such the brazenness, the chutzpah of the guy. She's offering him a job, and he said, "I want to be your partner." Who's this guy? But he was sure that once he had bitachon, once the channels are open, I can go for a lot more than just a low grade guy in this business. He holds out, right? Rabbunim holds out. He says, no, I know. And a few weeks later, Taka, he gets an offer to be part of a partner, and she gives him a big amount right away to start the business, and he was able to pay back all his debts, and he was once again on a place of good stature. What does he do? What does the chassid do when this happens to him? He goes right away to travel to the chayze. Tell the chayze, hey, to tell him the good news. And as he walks in the door, before he can even utter a word out, the chayze tells him, you should know that really, you were decreed, the decree was, your sealed fate was that you were going to be poor. But we never spoke about crying. About bechiyas, about crying, we never spoke about. And this is a very special story, because what does this tell you? This tells you that even if a person has a sealed fate, Mendy, listen to this.
Sorry, Rabbi.
This says that even when a person has a sealed fate, if he davens correctly, he can be mevatel that gzera. And actually, it says in Sefer Chassidim, on the bottom of the book that I just read in Rabbi Zevin's book, Sipurei Chassidim, it says that Sefer Chassidim, it writes that a person can not be worthy of something, but if he cries, and through crying and through really begging Hashem, it could be that because of his tefillas, he'll merit, and Hashem will listen to what he's saying. So, guys, we're 100% sure that we're going to have a good year, and we should know that there's nothing that stands in the way of davening, of tefillah, and may we have, may we taka have a beautiful relationship with Hashem through tefillah this year, and also have a beautiful year, b'gashmis v'ruchnius, b'teva nira v'nigla. Thank you very much, Mendy, and a good tevach. And now for some bloopers. He says, he took counsel with the wise Vadi, and the wise Vadi told him.
I'm sorry, that is a double negative.
Wise Vadi?
That's it. What's the word?
It's redundant.
Redundant.
Yes.
Wise Vadi. Wise Vadi.
Wise.
Just say Vadi.
Okay, so very good.